Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Rayello with KittyBitGames.
And sashimi.
So, you guys with Final Fantasy XIV probably aren't used to us. We usually cover Monster Hunter World content mostly, but we do play Final Fantasy XIV quite a bit. We've just never seen really that much content that got us too interested in covering it, but now we finally have some.
Yeah.
So
and it's to do with both, so.
Yeah, we love both games, so Rathalos here is coming up to Final Fantasy XIV in the new collab event. So, we were wanting to take a look at all the new mechanics. That face. That face is everything. So, he's coming, and this is supposed to be, from what I've heard, we're going to be getting it as a trial. They're actually bringing some of Monster Hunter World's mechanics to the fight and to the game. They're also bringing some of Final Fantasy XIV's mechanics to Monster Hunter World. As you can see in the combat above, you can see he's actually taking the potion. I believe that's also going to be an emote as well.
Also, if he hits you, you go flying and get knocked out and stuff.
And dizzy. Yeah, the dizzy status from Monster Hunter is present as well. There is another thing, is mounting is coming from Monster Hunter World. That's entirely different to Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, I'm not sure how all this stuff is going to work, but I'm excited.
Yeah, apparently the directors, Yoshi P and the director of Monster Hunter, are close friends, and they've been working on this collaboration for quite some time, like 8 years or something. They've been wanting to make this mix-up. And we're getting a lot of rewards on both sides. As you can see, the Rathalos armor is right there. You can always reverse and pause it. It looks really nice. We're also getting the Poogie minion. He is actually, if you played Monster Hunter, he is quintessential to the game. You pet him every mission, and it's supposed to, as rumor has it, for the last like almost 15 years, that it gets you good luck.
So and also, there was a Rathalos mount. If you caught that, Rathalos landed and there was a dude on him.
So right there, we actually did have a little something on the screen. If you go to the Final Fantasy XIV YouTube, you'll actually see they have this video in several different language formats. You're probably wondering why we're covering the Japanese one. Well, the Japanese, we noticed all the videos were 2 minutes and 7 seconds. This one is 2 minutes and 9 seconds because of this extra panel of information right here. Now, there's a lot of people that are probably going to mistake this when they first see it. When we first saw it, we thought, wait, it's a level 35 quest, but obviously Rathalos is in the Azim steps, so...
Yeah, which is like level 60 to 70, so...
Yeah. So we actually did we took a little bit of more of a look at it, translated it, and what it does say is that it's free to play in Japan all the way up to level 35, which I think is I think it's a really cool idea, honestly. I don't see why they don't implement it everywhere.
Yeah, because up to 35, there's not a whole lot of content. I mean, there is. You can do a lot of stuff, but...
But I mean, it's a really good tutorial, a really good way to figure out if you want the game.
Yeah, if you got all your jobs to 35, you'd probably be to the point where you'd want to pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and replay this, so if anyone cares, while we're yapping, if anyone cares to watch it, they can. So, it looks like, from the way the shadow here is going, you see Rathalos over several different areas. Like, he's not just in one area, it looks like. Now, I think they're fighting him in Azim Step, and we've seen all the combat.
That's Limzo right there.
Well, we've seen all the combat in the Azim Step. And also here with the Palico, this is also Azim.
Maybe it's got like a quest line or something?
It probably does. I'm sure it's going to have some kind of quest line, because it looks like they've built quite a bit of... they've put quite a bit of work into it, so cutscenes and everything. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with this. We can't wait to see it. Like Monster Hunter doesn't have tanking or enmity, mostly. The monsters just kind of target whoever does the most damage or whoever's like singing songs, like stuff like that, but the enmity bounces around a lot. They're bringing those mechanics to the Behemoth fight, which we're getting over in Monster Hunter World. Which is going to be a big game changer, I think. And these are going to be permanent additions to both sides. It's a collaboration, but it's not supposed to be something that goes away after a period of time.
Yeah, this isn't a seasonal event.
Yeah, so I think Rathalos is going to be an actual trial, and you'll be able to fight him, and it's going to have all the rewards. I'm not sure. They're probably gonna have some kind of currency related to it. Maybe Rathalos parts. We're just waiting on
That'd be
details. Yeah. We're just waiting on details, more stuff to come up. The Rathalos armor looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
But yep, we just decided since we're pretty new to the whole YouTube thing overall, when we've wanted to do some Final Fantasy XIV coverage, we just haven't. Like I said, we haven't really had that event, and that right there is actually let's see, this one here. The 1,000 is really just
1,000, 10,000 people.
Yeah, so you got the kanji for 1,000, 10,000 people, so it's 10 million. So you're looking at a huge. They're just talking about, it's the MMO with all these users, so bit of advertising.
Yeah.
And outside of that, it looks really cool. What do you guys think of all the content coming? I mean, there's so much stuff coming out that as far as this one event, it looks like it's going to be a big collab similar to the Garo one that came out. And, well, it's good to meet you all as well. So if you guys feel you are interested in us doing any more videos, we don't always do it in this format. We usually play with our cats out in front. But it is nice to meet you. We're here. And if you'd like us to make more videos, I mean, we're always interested in doing stuff, so...
Yeah, I'm really curious exactly how much crossover there is, like, between the Monster Hunter fandom and 14. Like, how many people actually play both? Or do they think this is going to make people that play 14 play Monster Hunter, or vice versa?
Yeah, I mean, how many of you guys actually do play Monster Hunter on the side? Or how many of you are Monster Hunter World fans, actually thinking about playing 14 after this collab event? Because it looks like you'll have to get pretty far in the game to actually get to this content. So, which you'd have to get into the second expansion, which is pretty far. It's a few hundred quests in. It's a bit of a hike.
I think there's a way you can pay to...
Yeah, you can buy the jump passes to get past story and everything,
right.
But they are pretty expensive because the developers want you to play.
Yeah.
Well, outside of that, that's all we wanted to talk about with you guys today. We appreciate you watching, especially if you watch this far. And if you're wondering why we have all these links and everything around, it's like, dang, that's a lot of stuff on their page. Normally we don't have this, but we are advocates of animal rescue and adoption. Also raising awareness on animal safety and just, kindness, taking care of them and loving them.
Adopt, don't shop kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We have petfinder.com, aspca.org as references or suggestions. But you can also Google local animal rescue or adoption. If you can't bring one home because of allergies, living conditions, what have you, then Sashimi here's got a recommendation or two.
You can always volunteer and hang out with them for free, and you can still get time with animals if you want. Or you can donate money, old blankets, clothes, all that kind of stuff helps.
Yep, we do love cats. We do love all animals. Cats are obviously one of our big things. We've got 7 rescues ourselves.
Yep.
Just to introduce ourselves to you all. And if some of you are our Monster Hunter fans as well as Final Fantasy XIV, let us know. Shout out. And guys, we appreciate you watching, and we love you. And hopefully we'll be seeing you Final Fantasy folks again soon. We're not really big on skill playing, so we're not sure what videos we would do, but we could figure out something if you like it. So
We could cover seasonal stuff.
yeah, we could do something like that. We love you guys, and we'll see you around. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.